compare with the first episodes, what's the difference between the first and the second one in terms of your feelings about playing the role? And also in the scene, is there any difference in the scene?
Yes, this is a much different movie than the first movie. I think audiences have come to expect something from the Jurassic franchises, and you will get what you expect, but it will be given to you in a different way than you expect. You'll get what you want, but not exactly what you expect, because this film, we blow up the island and the horror and the terror becomes a bit more confined in us transporting the dinosaurs to a new location and in that new location. The science is going to expand beyond control and into the entire world, setting up the final chapter of this trilogy. But in this second movie, it's a bit more confined and more terrifying. And so my feelings about this is, I think I'm really excited. I'm really excited that we get to tell a new chapter of this story that's unlike anything people have seen before. I think it's the right kind of way to do a sequel to this type of movie. And I think to me it'll work better than just going back to the island and having another adventure on the island. I think this is the right way to do it.
There's a lot of things about explosions, as well as the eruptions of volcanoes, explosions of dinosaurs. And do you think you need to do a little bit of preparations for those kind of things?
There's a lot of practice that goes into the explosions where you would get yanked out of the way, or there's anything that requires a big stunt. We work with talented stunt teams and stunt coordinators. There's a lot of preparation that goes into all of these films. Yeah.
Very curious about how you shoot the interactions with the dinosaurs.
The way we shoot the interactions with the dinosaurs, there are a number of different techniques that we use, and it really depends on what we're doing. Oftentimes we have animatronics. In this film, there's much more animatronics than before. Animatronics are puppets. They're so advanced, so beautiful, pieces of art really, very expensive, operated by a dozen or so men and women underneath the dinosaur. It's really lifelike and amazing. And then there are also elements of animation, of course, where we have dinosaurs that are completely animated. And so depending on the shot that we're doing and, to thread together the scene, we implement a huge number of various techniques. It's hard to even get into all of the different techniques in one interview, but just know that each shot requires a different technique.
Is there any interesting or dangerous events happened during the shoot?
Thankfully no one was severely injured or hurt, but we had some bumps and bruises, particularly me. I got hurt. I was trying to do this stunt where I jump through the jaws of a T-Rex and I roll out of the back of a truck, and I did it, and I wanted it to look like me. But I would jump and roll and fall out of the truck, but the camera was watching me, and the first two times I did it, I fell below frame, and then came back up into frame, and that is a technique that people use if the stuntman does the stunt, and then I pop up like that. I wanted to prove that it was me, so I forced them to give me another try, and they said, you can do it one more time, but do not get hurt. I said, I promise I won't. And so I did it a third time. I stayed in shot. I rolled around, and I smacked my elbow so hard that I was really hurt through the whole movie, but I couldn't tell anybody because I had promised them that I wouldn't hurt myself, and I wanted them to trust me. So I did a movie with like a dislocated elbow because of that, but that's what you do.
The role of Owen is adorable, and Chinese audience like him a lot.
Oh, thanks.
And what do you think the relationship between Owen and Claire will evolve in the second episode?
Yeah, thank you very much. I love playing Owen. I think that he's a great character. I'm honored and thrilled to play him. The relationship between Owen and Claire evolves greatly, and also the relationship between Owen and Blue. Those primary relationships really drive the movie, and they develop in a really natural, organic way, and this is a trilogy, and I have high hopes for them moving forward into the third movie.
How did you feel working with the original crew of people that you worked in the first episode?
It was great. I mean, it's really like you become a family when you make a movie like this. You're looking at upwards of 100 days of filming in various locations around the world. Long days, you endure much, struggle and strife, and you go through a lot together, and it brings you closer. And so when you come back, typically in movies you do that, and then you just leave, and then you might never see the people again. It's a little strange. It's like a circus or and when you can get the circus back together, you really hit the ground running. It's really nice. And so to be back with Bryce and Frank Marshall and Colin Trevorrow and Steven Spielberg and all of the producers at Universal and many of the same crew. It was really nice.
May I ask your perceptions about the dinosaur? If you encounter a dinosaur in real life, do you think you will run away, you will be scared, or you will be very brave?
Oh, in real life, I would run. I would run, and if you were running with me, I would trip you so that you would fall, and then I would get away, and they would eat you instead. My characters are very brave. Me, no. No honor, no bravery from me. Just kidding. I would save you. I would save you. I'm very brave and heroic.
Okay. The question is, this time you're coming to China, is there any particular actors or directors you'll be very interested in?
I want to work with Wu Jin.
Wu Jin?
Yeah.
Why?
I love Wolf Warrior, Wolf Warrior 2. I met Wu Jin in LA. He's so funny. He's really charismatic. He reminds me of my favorite movie stars from from the movies in America that I grew up watching, like Tom Cruise, and there's something about him. He's very charismatic and heroic, and I love those kind of movies. I love to make those kind of movies. It'd be awesome to do a crossover and find a way for me and him to work together. I'd love that. Yeah. Oh, that's good. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day.